All right. Welcome back to the channel, man. You cannot make this up about Adrien Broner. This man gets put in jail for a $13 lie. And Regis Prograis responds that this dude is effing up my money. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the show. All right, so I'm quite sure by now, because I am not always the first off the press with the news, but we get here. So Adrien Broner gets, thank you Black Fight Fan TV for sending me the tape, man, and put me down on the information, because I wouldn't have seen that without you. So shots go out to that great channel. Please subscribe to him. Let me know, man, that show me some tape where Adrien Broner gets sent to jail for contempt of court. Now, why would he be there? First, he's there because he owes $800,000 to a woman who he grabbed on and settled with, so he wouldn't have to go to jail, right? And he is standing there in court telling a judge that he doesn't have any money. And he's trying to explain to the judge why he doesn't have any money. While he's standing there in $400 tennis shoes, $200, $300 pair of jeans, and a $400 or $500 Coogee sweater shirt or whatever he was wearing, okay? And right after, he on Instagram had posted a bunch of cash, right? Now, she's sitting there thinking, man, if you keep lying to me, I'm going to put you in jail, and there is no way you're going to get around slick talking me. And to hear the judge do that, I just thought to myself, wow, I knew I missed my calling. God, dog, how much I would love to sit in front and be the one to sit in front of Tyson Fury and ask that man questions about those gloves. Okay, I would love it, especially if there's sheriffs over there and over there to snatch you up and take you into the back room if I think you telling a bunch of stories to me. It would be fantastic. Fantastic. If I wasn't over 50 years old, I might move my whole career to getting to make that happen. So the lady's sitting there. Now, there's a lot of people who are saying that, because at first you're looking at it, I'm looking at him like, dang, it's so sad. He's wearing the same clothes on Monday that he was wearing on Saturday night. Man, he's sitting there. He's about to get put in jail. He's talking about he doesn't have any money and how these people send this money to him. And after I listened to it a second time, I thought, bro, you lying. You just lying. You got some money now. You may not have all the money that you should have, but dude, you have some money, okay? And don't tell me, and this is exactly what the judge was thinking, you're telling me that Al Heyman, Steven Espinoza, and these guys care so much for you that they are sending you gigantic wads of cash? Yeah, oh, they wired into my bank. Yes, you know what that's called? That's called a paycheck, right? Al Heyman sends you money to you. Steven Espinoza sends money to you. They put it into your bank. That sounds like a paycheck. That is not my friend, a just your buddy kicking you some dough so you can have fun at the fight. No, son. That is an employer. PBC, the Premier Boxing Champions, and Al Heyman are a very well-known boxing organization who makes money off of fights and is a business partner with Adrien Broner. Dude, people are not going to, just because you think that, you know, somebody standing around, you're going to believe all this nonsense you talking around in circles about, it's not going to work for everybody. They're going to get straight to the point. So you're telling me that you got money into your bank, this money I see on TV, came from Al Heyman and Steven Espinoza? It came from the PBC and Showtime Sports? That's your job, man. Those are not friends just sending you money. That, my friend, is contempt. Now, why is that contempt? Because you're showing contempt for me. You're obviously thinking here that I'm not very smart, that I don't see these things. It was so obvious to the lady. She held him in contempt. When what you're saying has no logical basis whatsoever, and it leads somebody to think that the only way that you could believe that this is going to work is if I am stupid, that means that you hold me in contempt, that you hold contempt for me because you think I'm dumb enough to believe this. And that's what happened to Adrien Broner. It wasn't about him being broke and not having no money. The problem was he's got money and he doesn't want to pay his bills. That's it. That's what it looked like to me. You have money, you don't want to pay your bills, okay? And really and truly, I like Adrien Broner. Dude, you have got to grow up, okay? And I can tell you this as a personal thing, okay? I myself had tax issues. I had years of back taxes that I had to pay because I took a dip in my salary for a couple or my income for a couple years some years ago, right? And over time I was like, boom, I got my income back, but now I got these back taxes that I got to pay from 2007, 2008, right? So what am I going to do? Sit around and suck my thumb and just be like, oh no, I'm just going to let these bills just keep piling up and piling up and piling up because you know what? No. When I got a check for $7,000 for some taxes way back years ago, and I wrote that check to the IRS, I have never had a better feeling in my life. Now, it might have gone back, and those numbers are not real, by the way. So don't be trying to figure out, those are not real. All these things that I give you, numbers and stuff about I throw them around, okay? It's just what it is. You got to do that for your own personal safety. But you get that, all right? No, dude, it's time to grow up and pay your bills. You grabbed the chick. You shouldn't have done it. They said, all right, we're not going to put you in jail if you pay this money. Then you got to pay the money. You got to put something on it, okay? If you don't have $800,000 right now, put something on it. Put, hey, this is what I got. Oh, my friends just sent me a pile of cash for $100,000. Here you go. There's your $100,000. But what it seems like Adrien Broner, and then you do that just time and time again. You just try to keep paying. You just keep putting something on it. So that when you go to the court can look at you and say, you're like, man, I don't have the money, but I'm making these payments. This is what I have. This is the cash that I have. This is not the cash that I have. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't have this much money. I have this much money. And just be truthful about it with the court. Because, dude, they're going to win. They're going to win. You're going to continue to see yourself in there, and the debt's not going anywhere. And it's just going to take longer and longer and longer. Adrien Broner is like a kid that doesn't want to turn his homework and just wants to sit around until Friday. He knows he's failing his classes. And I love this. And I mention this because this is something we deal with as parents, right? Not talking badly about anybody, but this is just a developmental thing. You sit around like, oh my God, I didn't do my homework. I'm going to fail. And you just procrastinate and never admit the problem, get the problem solved. If Adrien Broner wanted to get $800,000 to get this lady out of his life, Adrien Broner has a vehicle by which to do so. Get your behind in a ring and fight whoever it is that they give you, right? For as much money as you can get, and do it multiple times until you get $800,000. And hopefully it only takes one or two and you can get rid of that. And at least you're not having to you're not having to hire your lawyers. You're not going to have to go to jail. You don't have to sit in jail. You don't have to have all this embarrassment around you. Just work with the judge. Work with the people that you don't want to pay. I know the guy may believe, well, it's just so wrong because I didn't do anything. And the fact that I had to settle, that ain't anything different than what Tyson Fury is doing with Deontay Wilder. You got to you got to keep your commitments. Once you told the judge and once you told that lady or whatever that you're going to pay her $800,000, you have to pay it. And you have to pay it in a way that's reasonable. They're not saying I'm sure. I'm not sure. I know that type of stuff can be tough. I've never dealt with that personally. But still, I understand how people are. If you are somebody that is trustworthy and has a reputation for being trustworthy, people tend to trust you. When you make up stuff and just pull stuff out of the thin air and think people are going to believe that your employers are really your friends, right? And the money that you got from them that comes through your bank account is not a paycheck. It's just your hangout money from your buddy. Dude, stop. That would mean like saying, oh yeah, man, how did you pay for this or that? Oh yeah, man, I got this guy's friend at Google. What do you mean? Well, you got a friend at Google. They're giving you the money, so you're not paying the taxes because it was a gift from who? Oh, it was a gift from Google. Why would they give you money? Well, I just get over there. I do a video every once in a while. I might put an ad or two in, and then they'll, at the end of the month, they might, cut me a check if they feel like it. It ain't nothing real. It's not like I should be paying taxes. Dog, they're not gonna go for that, man. Like so many people in boxing, man. That's why I say about Tyson Fury. You guys think people are believing this nonsense? They're not. Okay? And eventually you're going to have to deal with it. Like the WBC. Dude, you are completely ruining your credibility. Nobody believes you. Nobody. Okay? And when nobody believes you, dude, your days are numbered. Okay? Because somebody will come around that they believe. And when somebody comes around that they believe, they're going to outperform you. That is why the PBC is beating Top Rank all to death. Because they put on a better product and people believe that those are good fighters. And they don't need Steve Kim and these make-believe people telling people who are great fighters when daggone well they're not. But anyway, that's what my thought is on the matter. I don't think Adrien Broner probably ain't really, really rich because this type of dumb decision will make all your money go away for sure. No doubt about it. I struggle with that one myself because I like to live nice. But, hey, man, that judge, when she's sitting there, dude, you got to come up off that truth or you just got to shut up. Okay? But do not think that you're going to talk around them people. It's not going to happen. Okay? They're professionals and they hear bullshit. They hear BS all the time. That's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think. And with that, I'm out. Peace.